I know, right? Like she walks right through the middle of this giant city that is supposed to be like home to two different factions that are always on the lookout, and they just walk right through the middle of the city. Seems like, well, barely any inconvenience. But that's not the problem, is it? Is that what occurs to me is that if you're going to make a show that is an adaptation of a video game, yes, you want to capture the characters, but you also want to capture the feeling of the game. You want to capture like what it is like, and they do that a couple of times, but not enough. Where I totally agree with you, and again, I haven't played the game, but I can imagine like there's one scene in the second season where Ellie like climbs up the side of a building to get into the building, and I'm like, that's gameplay right there. Like there you could almost see the like yellow paint on the side of the place where you're supposed to climb, right? And to me, that's like that is good direction, and there should be a fair amount of that just as a rule. It should always feel like the characters are like having to work themselves through a set piece in a creative way, and the more that you do that, the more you make it feel like the game. So I mean, I do think that they leaned so hard into character acting that they ended up missing some of the opportunities for action sequences to tell part of the story. And I again, I was not. I mean, I got to be honest. I thought the first season was fine. I do, and the irony being that like the best episode of the season is the one with with Nick Offerman and the other guy. And it has nothing to do with the game, and it's the best episode of the thing. But it'll absolutely, absolutely. And it's like, so, and they did well with that, and they were like, oh, so we can kind of like go off script and do this other thing. And when really like, I don't know. I just I other than that, which was this like remarkable single piece of very positive performance, I wasn't overly impressed with the first season either. So and it's the show that plays on HBO on Sunday night. I liked The Righteous Gemstones more, so it wasn't the one I was really looking forward to every week. And I watched all of it, but we're actually wrapping up Andor right now, and holy shit, is it good. Listen, season 2 is even better, like really kind of by leaps and bounds. It's so fucking good. Like it's easily the best thing that has happened, like since the original trilogy. It's so much it's so much better than any like it just takes itself really seriously, and it's incredibly effective storytelling, and the pacing's really good, and the direction's really good, and the set pieces look really good. Like everything about it, like I can't find a thing where I'm like, I kind of wish they did it this way. Like the one thing that they do, which I'm actually glad that they did, is that they don't really talk about the Jedi at all. Yes, I am, and they're right. And so, well, because this is the thing, and I was just talking to Lindsay about this. Like the if you go back and think about the original trilogy, right? Like they were telling a pretty standard story about an underdog group of people against an evil empire, right? Tale as old as time. Easy peasy, right? And was there something really magical about it? I mean, I think in the context it was just like all the pieces fit so well for some reason, and it just ended up being pretty good for the time and seminal for what sci-fi is today. And then when you had the prequel trilogy, they had a very specific story to tell, which was kind of like how does a kind of democratic, or republic society fall into authoritarianism and dictatorship? How does that happen? Um, um, so they had a specific story to tell, and of course, obviously, the fall of Anakin Skywalker. They had a very very clear direction on what they were trying to do. Check, check, check. Luke, are you there? Mm, mm. No, he definitely is. I'm talking to him in the chat. Um, but then when they get to the sequel trilogy, they have no fucking idea what they're doing. Like they have no like they don't have a plan, so they just regurgitate the original plot. Like, oh, all of a sudden we're fighting the same battle. Like we're just regurgitating an evil empire and getting a new and it's very different at that point because it's like the evil empire isn't in control of the galaxy anymore. So really the tables have kind of turned, and now really the new republic, like they are technically the dominant force, and they don't pay attention to any of that. So the sequel,
Hello. It
hey,
turns out the issue was that I needed to disconnect then reconnect my headset, and that solved everything for some reason.
but yeah, makes perfect sense.
It solved the camera problem.
So what makes Andor so good is that it knows exactly what it's trying to do, and it's trying to get even deeper into like it's trying to like turn the clock back. Just you remember why Rogue One was so good, right? Is that it was so good because it was like you could see this really down and dirty rebellion coming to life. And Andor just turns that clock back a little bit further and says how does the rebellion actually get started, and it tells this story of like disparate pockets of rebellion all kind of getting together to form something that ends up being the Rebel Alliance. Yeah, and really it tells that in these different pockets. So they actually released the second season of Andor in four 3 episode chunks, so and each episode is somewhere close to an hour. So if you put those 3 episode chunks together, they basically released 4 movies. And it is just as good a quality as any of the other garbage they put out since the original trilogy. Like it's way better than the sequel trilogy. Like by leaps and bounds. Like I like the prequel trilogy quite a lot. It's okay. Yeah. I think the Phantom Menace is maybe the best one of the 3, actually. I really do. Like, the Phantom Menace is pitch perfect. The thing that people always talk about is that they don't like fucking Jar Jar Binks or they don't like the kid actor, when really, like, the rest of it is all very pitch perfect. Like, it's all very, very good. Whereas when once you get to Hayden Christensen, which is hilarious because, like, his performance in the 2 movies is really, really, really bad. But like he's become beloved in the field of Star Wars. I like his return performances every time. Yeah. Like actually, like well, no, I agree. Like, and I because I think that that tells part of the story, doesn't it? Like it, like is it that that is part of that universe? It's like you don't have a complete story without that. Mm, right. That was always my gripe with yeah, yeah, Chekhov's rifle, and then it never mattered. It's great. I think y'all will like it a lot. Yeah, and with yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Excellent. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. What a good show. You should have you watched The Good Place? Yep. It's the same creator.
Oh, there's a show I've watched in the past. Hooray! Okay, well,
Doing very good. Very good. Oh yeah, go for it.
all right. So now,
That's fair.
okay, here's the real question: what do I play?
Well, we have all the
Hmm.
colors represented. Black's a little weak at the table, so I know.
Well, that's enough for me. What particular? The real question is, what flavor of aristocrat should I bring? Say, I got two.
Ew.
Uh,
Ew.
Do you want one that's got the residue of Rabbit's past that I all took out, or the one that's got the residue of Bug's present?
Bugs.
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 All right. Black green reanimation engine. Here we go.
Bugs.
okay, that's pretty cool.
I saw a room earlier that was like no universe beyond Commander, and I was like, I wish somebody was here to jump in that lobby.
Well, a person actually did. And then he got yelled at.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that.
Okay, I'm gonna
All right.
take. I think I'm gonna take my free mulligan here because this.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
looking mine.
So I'm black, green.
Um,
3,
yeah, I mean,
4 players.
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Take my free mulligan.
Sweet.
This this will have to do. This
He's a joyous.
He's
He's a
pretty
pretty
happy
joyous.
happy.
most of the time, isn't he? That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I think this will work a bit better.
All right.
Oh, just
Yeah, I'm good.
I have to keep it with
I'll keep this one.
Ooh. That's me. I'm Tim. So I am playing Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. So it's one of the new Final Fantasy Precon commanders. It's a Bant deal combat damage. I can draw a
Oh
card
dear.
and proliferate. It's very, very careful to only have that trigger once a turn. So it's a counters
Did he cut
matters
out
deck.
for you guys?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
Okay, so just normal. Tim cut out for me
You
too, which is weird.
you want me to go again? Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Tim is muted. I'm gonna.
Oh, anyway, okay. So I'm Tim. Jetrex. Any of those things are fine. So I'm playing Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. It is a Final Fantasy commander. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Things are going well. This is
I
gonna
can
be
hear Tim again.
this is gonna be a great game.
We love spam table. Yeah, you can change.
Well, that'd be a good idea, just in case.
Okay. I was
The other way.
I was third. Yeah.
What? I thought. Yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah. That's
Sorry, I had to I could not hear Tim, so I had to refresh the page.
No.
I can't hear Tim now.
I think
Tim is audible to me at
we're
this
good.
point. So that's an issue solved, hopefully.
Just start over. Start over. Give us the intro again.
Take two. Bring the clapper down.
Hey there, gang. I'm Tim, or Jetrex, or Jet. Today I'm playing Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. It's one of the commander precons from our new Final Fantasy set from Final Fantasy X, which is objectively the best Final Fantasy of all time. So it's a counters matter deck. Tidus moves. Tidus. I'm going to say it wrong. Tidus moves counters around, proliferates, and does and draws me cards each turn. It's a counters matter deck. That's it. That's it. Go.
Hell yeah. What's up? I'm Karts. I'm playing Orthion, Hero of Lavabrink. Good old clones, ETBs, all that good stuff. I'm gonna try and burn your face off or die trying.
Yeah.
All right, that's me. I'm the friends and commander with friends and randos. I'm playing Aatchik, Emerald Radian, and here's my game plan. I'm going to fill up my graveyard, and then I'm going to not reanimate anything in there because Aatchik is the only reanimation target I need. Then, if you get rid of Aatchik, then I get to turn on the revenge mode, of course. But all I need is lots of bugs, and then I'll eat the bugs, and then I'll make lots of bugs. And you all die at some point.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
Good.
Good as it'll be, hopefully.
Cool. I'm going to draw my card for turn. I'm going to start with Sea of Clouds, and that is it. Pass.
That's a
That's a
I know.
command tower, huh?
I'll play a Mountain Pass.
A mountain in your mono red deck.
What? It's crazy. Cheating.
Mm.
I passed already. Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's see. I'll play the expensive and first of all, I got to draw for turn. There we are. Then I'll play the expensive in real life, but free in virtual worlds. Untapped land and pass.
Okay, I'll draw my card for turn. I will play. I will play an island. I will tap both of those for a Bulwark Ox. This is a 2/2. It's got saddle 1. When this creature attacks while saddled, I put a +1/+1 counter on it. I can sacrifice this creature, and creatures I control with counters get hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. And pass. So many words. Just look it up.
Hell yeah. Cool. I will untap that and draw. I'll take one. And I'll tap 2 for a Mind Stone, and I'll pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a forest, and then I'll tap 2 for a Mind Stone, and I'll
What?
pass.
Whoa! Whoa, what's happening? I'm going to draw my card per turn. That's not how that works. I should actually go to my next turn. Let's back up here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to play this land. That's a Willow Rush Verge. I get both colors because I have this here island. I will tap 3 and play Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. And then I'm going to use the saddle ability, tapping Tidus to saddle up Bulwark Ox. And then I'm going to attack Zombie with Bulwark Ox. On attack, it's going to get a +1/+1 counter. You're taking 3. On damage, I'm going to proliferate and draw a card. And then I'm going to pass.
Nice. Cool. I will.
That's really good in that deck.
Upkeep and draw. Oh, yeah. Mountain. That's great. Yeah, let's go for it. I'll tap 4 and attempt to cast my commander.
All good over here.
Yep.
Huzzah! I pass a turn.
Huzzah!
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
You really don't hear enough
Let's
huzzahs.
see what I can get up to. Let's play this. Now I have 4 mana. And like a smart person, I'll spend 3 mana on old Rutstein.
Oh, don't call him old. He's seasoned. He's experienced. He's a veteran.
For some reason, that nickname is self-given.
Oh, okay. So
Anyway.
it's okay because it's self-given. Got
it. Look at that. He's too cool to care about it. Anyways, I will mill 1 card because he entered. I have milled a creature card. And because this, I make my first bug.
Bug.
This is like First Blood, but with bug.
Cheaterex MTG.
Anyhow,
welcome to
we
the
are
Zombie
Bug
Squad.
Watch.
I am done.
It does. It does. It does mean that. Okay, I'm going to hit the right button and go to my next turn, which is going to automatically draw me a card because that's how Moxfield works. And then, oh, that comes in tap, doesn't it? I can't use that. All right. I didn't. Let's just assume that I'm not going to proliferate good counters on anybody else's stuff. Just as a rule, I will. Let's just make that shortcut now. I'm going to play a Karn's Bastion as my land for turn. What is the play here? Sequencing is Interesting.
We
Everybody's
have
got
sequencing.
blockers, but they're not great blockers. 3/3. Orthion's a 3/3.
He is.
Okay. I'm going to tap 4 and play Herald of the Secret Streams.
All right.
So creatures with +1/+1 counters can't be blocked. My creatures with +1/+1 counters can't be blocked.
I don't know why you were considering blockers just now.
Well, no. I was considering blockers to see what I was going to play. And I'm going to move. So I'm going to tap the Herald to saddle the Ox. I'm going to move to combat. Tidus is going to resolve and move a counter from the Ox to him. I will send Tidus at Carts and the Ox at Dudebot. The Ox actually. Oh, hold on. The Ox can put a counter on any creature, so I'm going to put it on the Secret Stream.
Yep.
I'll take 4 commander.
Yep.
I'll take 3.
And then on damage, I'm going to draw a card and proliferate 8. And that's it. Pass.
Oh no.
Very exciting. I will untap.
Did you play a land? Okay.
Mine's a little bit more exciting. I will tap 4 and cast Rose Room Treasurer. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I create a treasure token. That can trigger twice, and then on the third one, or third or more, I can pay X, and then deal X damage to any target.
Neat.
He gets up to 2 treasures per turn, and beyond that, he becomes an outlet.
Yeah. And he does Fireball. He does Fireball.
And he does, I notice, stack with himself pretty good.
You start to notice a theme.
Anyways, untap, upkeep, draw. So let's play Candyland. That's an exotic orchard. And now I have 5 mana to work with. That's the question. What to do with that 5 mana?
Tap it, do nothing, and pass.
No. Wait. Before that, on my upkeep, I was supposed to do something.
Do it.
Could I just do that now?
Yeah, please.
Will of the Abzan, that means I get a blood in my yard. Cool. Anyways, the order didn't really matter in that case, but some people are finicky about that. Now I will tap 2 and play Satyr Wayfinder.
We're a lot of things. He isn't really one of them. Who got you? Storm.
What? Anyway, Satyr Wayfinder will enter, and I will reveal the top 4 cards, and I get to put 1 land from among them into my hand. The rest go to my graveyard.
I would love a land next. Please, land. Please.
Next, I will tap a forest, tap a blood, crack a blood, discard Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, and then draw a card. And then cast Altar of Dimension.
Pass Altar of Dimension?
Yes.
For reals this time. Okay, I'm going to go to my next turn. That's cool. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, I will play a forest. I will tap that forest for hardened scales.
Hell yeah. The Tidus 3-card combo.
Yeah, I did leave it in there. It's the. I mean, I can't say it's the only infinite because I'm not 100% sure of that. I didn't add any additional on purpose. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get. It happens a lot when I build decks like this. I'm tapping that for Falco Spara. So I'm going to do a little weird trick here because it's very hard to... So that is a single shield counter. But this gets complicated because I start getting multiple copies of the counters and there isn't a way to denote that.
Right.
Well, I mean, you can do it in paper a little easier than you can. All right, so I'm going to look at my top card because I can at any time.
Is that a little number in the bottom left of the shield counter card?
Yeah.
Or is... Yeah, so I think that would be a good... Oh, he's using the Monarch token. Okay, he did that on purpose.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
City's Blessing token, but it doesn't matter. Yes, I am. This is a single shield counter, but it gets complicated because there's more than one. Because I'm going to move to combat, and when I do that, I'm going to move the shield counter
Very
to
useful.
Tidus. And then I will go to combat, and I will send the... I guess I should saddle first. Yes, I'm going to saddle the ox before combat, and then I will attack zombie with the ox. I will attack carts with the herald, and I will attack Doot with Tidus.
I would take 4.
So sorry,
I'll be taking
on attack.
5.
On attack, this is going to put +1/+1 counters here.
That's what I figured.
Yep. So it doesn't change the damage. Yeah. Wait, who did you... Yeah, yes. That's right. Okay, on damage, I'm going to draw a card and proliferate. So the hardened scales puts an additional counter. So the +1s are going up by 2, and the shield counter is going up to 2.
Wait.
And
just +1 counters, right?
Yeah. Hardened scales only impacts +1/+1 counters, and that's it. Pass. Woo! End step. Scry draw.
I need another land. Could I have it?
Yeah, I have 4.
Yeah. Let me have a look at that. Destroy the dead. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna eat all my creatures to salvage 3 mil out of this.
I'm gonna sacrifice the Bulwark Ox to give all my creatures indestructible.
Look what you've done.
So how does that work with shield counters? I think that doesn't pop one because it didn't actually get destroyed. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, look at that, a mountain. That would have been nice if I had a creature. No, it's not your fault. Oh, yes, it is actually, because you were on that board, right? I'll play Jinax Astral Hunter when it enters. Or when it or another dragon enters, I get a treasure token.
Oh, yeah. That card's so good in that deck.
Yeah, so I could have had 2 treasure tokens.
Yeah.
And then 2 more treasure tokens. 3 more, actually. Damn you.
I'm sad that old Rutstein had to
A
go,
plus.
but I'm not too torn up about this. Okay, it's my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's play a Mire, and I think it's just the right play to immediately turn up the heat, or just turn the heat to medium, because I'm about to start cooking up some delicious bugs.
Bugs. Bugs for
I'm gonna be
dinner.
making bugs, and let's see how many bugs I make. I make, by my count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bugs.
Okay. Just call him Bugs Bunny.
As indicated by the number 6 on this bug.
This episode brought to you by the number 6 and the letter B for bugs.
Anyhow. Anyhow, I have successfully generated bugs, and I'm done now. I've finished the game
Excellent.
plan.
I
I've
will
reached the
go.
terminal point
Okay.
of this deck.
We're gonna go
Bugs.
to turn 6. I'm gonna look at the top card of my library, put it back on top of my library, go back on top of my library. It's so hard to just peek. I wish there was an easier way to do that. Okay. View top card. And that screws my thing up. Yeah. All right. Anyway. I don't have any ramp, which feels bad. I still have giant creatures, and I'm whooping everybody's face. But I feel like I have to draw. I feel like I have to draw cards, or I'm in trouble. Okay.
Are you afraid of bug, or perhaps of dragon? And maybe SpongeBob is making you scared?
No, I'm gonna spread it out. I'm not gonna snipe a single person. So I am going to play Polywog Prodigy.
Nice.
And then I'm going to play my land for turn. And I'm going to play Waka, Devoted Guardian. That's going to trigger the evolve on Polywog Prodigy. So Polywog Prodigy reads, whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell with mana value less than its power, I draw a card. It's currently at 3. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to remove a counter from Falco Spara, a +1/+1 counter, and I'm going to put that +1/+1 counter on Waka, the Devoted Guardian, which is going to turn into 2. And then I'm going to... Who didn't I hit with Tidus yet? Zombie, right? You didn't get Commander yet? Okay. So I'm going to send Tidus at Zombie, the Herald at Carts, and Falco at Doot.
I'll take 6.
I believe that's 7. Oh wait, no 6. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I need to figure out how to murder him.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
bugs.
you do. So on damage, I'm gonna draw a card and proliferate.
Yes, we can still hear you. Okay.
And then on the end step, since Waka received a counter, he's gonna put a +1/+1 counter on all of my creatures. And that's it. Pass.
Can you hear me now? I hope you can.
I can.
No, I'm talking to chat, but apparently it's not working. Because I've been having
Can they hear
technical
me?
Yeah, they can hear you. So I had you guys turned down for a little bit. Oh, at your end step, I am just going to return this to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bow bow. Because Chucky's back, baby.
Chucky's back. What?
Interesting. That doesn't really help me the way I wanted to.
God damn. Alright. Well,
Hey, Andy. Or not Andy, Tim. Who is the best villain in The Walking Dead?
I mean, it's probably Negan, since I know what cards are in your deck.
You would be correct. That is Negan, the cold-blooded, and you and I are gonna have to make some choices, Tim.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna hold on a second. I'm going to generate an infinite token, and I'm gonna hide it off screen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write on it.
Where my dry erase markers got to.
Okay.
I can see you writing. Alright, well, to be fair, I was going to choose the merfolk that makes everything unblockable.
Okay.
So, we're okay.
There we go.
We're okay with how that worked?
No, but okay. There's no good way to do Negan on the thing.
On the spell tables, I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to get 2 treasures.
Wow. Things are okay now. No thanks to me.
So, hey, Dudebot. What would it cost just for you to sacrifice some creatures so I can get some treasures?
Oh yeah. Well, to be honest, I might have just. I think this deck just does that.
Right, but like I would like to use the mana now.
A smile and a nod. Oh, you need it now? How much mana do you need now?
I mean, I would love 6 and I have 3, but I will take whatever you're willing to give me. But you know what? Here's what we'll do. If Tim plays something scary, I'm gonna have to ask you to hook me up a little bit, okay? So we're gonna go down to 1 treasure, and we'll play Black Panther again.
Yeah, I'll happily hook you up, kind of just incidentally, probably. I just hope you don't take advantage of me too much.
No, as I said, I will ask you if it's okay to do it. So I will pass the turn after that.
Just enjoy some free treasures in the future.
I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, no. Nice. That means
I get it. I'll put another counter on SpongeBob's house.
Yeah. I'll go 2 attacks, full the cost, and I'll try and recast my commander. If that's all good, I'll pass the turn. Actually, do you have any flying stuff over there, Tim?
Waka has reach.
Never mind.
He is massive. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's the name of Waka again?
Waka, Devoted Guardian.
Are you sure it's not Waka Waka Waka?
It's not.
Because I feel like I'm getting Waka'd all over.
There we go.
Yeah,
Now I can see
famously
the guy.
voiced by John DiMaggio, who also is Bender in Futurama.
Wow.
Famously trampling. Anyway,
John DiMaggio is an insanely prolific voice actor. He is in everything.
Just a small echo. I think what I'm going to have to do...
Forester turn?
I think what I'm going to have to do on my next...
Alright.
Or on tomorrow is I'm going to have to basically wipe my hard drive and start this computer over again. Because I've been having all sorts of problems and I can't seem to fix them. So I figured if I just start from square zero and re-download everything, I would be better off.
Man, sad.
Anyway,
right. Yeah, first things first, one free treasure for you. I'm going to eat my commander. And I'm going to mill myself. Let it go to the graveyard. Some things go into my graveyard on top of it. One treasure for zombie.
Yep, I got it right here.
Okay, now here's the next thing next. Let's see if people let me do this.
I think we're all tapped out, unless zombie has something.
Victimize, targeting one insect.
Nice.
My commander, which is my permanent target for reanimation spells, and Lumra, just because they're also here. Getting a really power-packed curve this game.
Yeah, everyone's scary but me, and I don't like... Well, I don't like it.
I think that's the norm in general.
I'm not really doing anything.
Alright, so it looks like everything's going according to plan, so you get another treasure as I eat another one of my bugs. Let's just put them on to play. Let's do Aatchik's trigger first. So Aatchik will see my new graveyard, which consists of this many guys, which is 8. So let's just, in case I want to attack with these bugs, set this to 8, and we can regroup them later after their summoning sicknesses are aligned. Then Lumra, I should have done Lumra first. Can I do Lumra first? I forgot they mill, because they're good.
Sure.
Alright. The end result of that is I get 2 more bugs. And a lot more lands, but that's just going to happen with Lumra anyways. I don't need to adjust my board. That's very good. Alright, so still I got got 4 lands left. Alright. I think it's good idea to play cards. Here's Grist.
It's an amazing idea.
And Grist is here, and they're going to make their own brand of insect, which is different than the homemade Aatchik insects. It's a black-green, more of an off-brand. And then I get to mill 1 card.
I think that's the insect tokens we have at home.
Yeah, that's the insects at home. All right, so the real question. You know what? Let's just. I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing 5 bugs around because I can kill them. Funny, easy. Oh, and Jitterex has been drawing cards, right?
How many spells did you cast?
Let's see.
Victimize and
2.
Grist.
So 2 spells.
Got it.
You good?
Got it.
You got it. Cool. And as punishment, I'm going to swing 5 bugs.
At?
You.
All at me? I will block 2 of them.
I will sacrifice the bugs you block. And give your zombies some treasure so they can hopefully be scary like the rest of us. Right?
My hand's not great, but I'll see what I can do.
3 bug damage.
I go to 37?
Yes. Okay, so some things happen when I sacrifice the bugs. So the Aatchik gets bigger, and everybody also takes another 2. So zombie also takes the bug damage, but carts and Jerex. Everybody takes 2. In addition, so I ate the bugs. This is normal. You good? You're good. We're done.
Oh, okay. You done?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry.
All right. Going to my next turn. That's cool. Cool. Okay, I'm going to look at the top card of my library. All right. Can I just cast spells, right? Yep. Okay. So... Okay. I am going to play Mistrise Village, which is, it's a blue mana. I can tap a blue, the next spell I cast can't be countered, but I don't really feel like that's relevant in this game.
Maybe there's one person who could counter.
Yep. I don't think there's any counters.
In fact, there's 2.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tap 4 and play Fathom Mage.
That's so good.
Oh.
It's very funny because it's such an overprinted card. There's like a million of these. And then I'm going to tap 3 and play Kadama of the West Tree.
Also very good.
That's going to trigger Fathom Mage, and Hardened Scales is going to make it 2 counters, so I'm going to draw twice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's very good.
And I'm going to look at my top card, which is probably completely inconsequential. Then I will move to combat, and I'm going to attack Zombie with Falco, and I'm going to attack... Hold on, let me back that up a little. Does
I have an 11 reach bear.
Yeah, Lumra has reach, huh?
They're made of wood, so that means they can go high, I guess.
I
guess.
So, yeah, I think not being able to spread my counters around is nerfing me a little bit.
Don't want to die.
Well, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just trying to keep the pressure on, but now I got dude over here, like, with a veritable army of very scary things.
I got bugs.
Yeah, you got bugs. So
You indeed have some bugs.
No attacks feels incorrect because I want to ramp a little. Yeah, I am in fact going to attack Zombie with Falco Spara.
Ow.
And that's gonna trigger Kadama of the West Tree and dig out a basic land. And that's going to be my turn. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any triggers. I don't think so. Go ahead.
Okay, on type of... All right. Yeah, well, for now. Next turn, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. So I'm going to do the fun thing instead of the right thing. So the fun
I can kill you at instant speed, which is
the fun thing is we're going to use these 5 treasures and this island to play the 6th Doctor.
Sweet.
Which will get me a counter here. And then we're going to tap these 5 to get not 1, but 2 SpongeBobs. How annoying is that?
SpongeBob,
Patrick, Squidward.
So now my creatures are big. But the problem is Tim's creature flies.
They fly now?
Well,
one of them
does. And none of mine do. Why doesn't Negan have reach? He has a baseball bat. That's made out of wood. Wood goes high, right?
Right, that's the logic we're working with right now.
You know, they're bad at it. Rules oversight. They forgot to print reach on him.
So let's see here. All right. Yes, first strike. That's pretty cool, I guess. I don't have good attacks because I'm afraid I'm gonna die. Tim, will you not kill me?
I can't promise that.
Oh God.
How about this? I can't promise that. My preference would be to
want.
Yeah.
I could eat my commander, in fact, in order to prevent them from killing you and give you lots and lots of money. But I don't know if I want to do that because I want to try and kill Tim. But then again, Tim has a lot of chumps.
Do you know what's...
Chumps.
Oh, I have 5! Guess what I can do for free, guys? I can scry. And that... I really wish this helped. Alright, I'm going to just reveal what it was. It's Nuclear Fallout. I wish I could cast this card. But I can't. Because it would just kill me, too.
Oh.
And then we're going to draw my card. And the disappointment sinks in. And Jesus is taking the wheel.
Because I would have to eat all my bugs. I would have to eat all my bugs. And then... I wouldn't even have to eat them. They just all die. And then my commander would get really pissed.
Yeah.
I play a Myriad Landscape tapped. Better late than never. I'll pay 3 to attempt to cast a Mirage Mirror.
Love that card.
Great card. I did it recently because I thought it was like, oh yeah, that could work. I'll instantly pay 2 to transform the Mirage Mirror into the Fathom Mage. Doing a little bit of trickery here.
Yeah, draw some cards. Get it?
I'll crack my treasure and tap my Mind Stone to tap Orthion to create a copy of Ginax.
Nice.
There's a Evolve trigger, so counter, draw a card. And then that one sees that one enter, so it gets a treasure from that, and then this creates a treasure on its own. So I have 2 treasure tokens.
Nice.
We're doing a little bit of stuff now, but not a whole lot. And then the legend rule will apply, and I'll have to sacrifice the legendary copy. Now, can I do anything now? I can do stuff at instance.
I will say it is a little sad that this SpongeBob is only a 5/5.
Yeah. So sad.
Just a non-legendary copy.
Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn. The Mirage Mirror will turn back into a Mirage Mirror. But to keep the counter.
Sweet.
All right, let's see. I have bugs to eat.
It's like every Tuesday over here.
I eat dirt.
My
He's only
bugs
having
have
bug
merged
PQ.
into the bug mass. I am going to eat my Mind Stone. Surprise, you thought I was going to eat a bug, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I genuinely did.
Fooled you. Trolled.
I've been bamboozled.
All right. Consider yourself got.
Hoodwinked.
Then I'll play a Dark Boar pathway as just the swamp side because I feel like it. Lumbra gets a little bit angrier because there are too many lands around here.
There are. She hates it. She hates all those lands.
Lands.
Then I will
Kill the flyer.
tap 2 of these and make an unnatural procession, which will get my Palantir of Ornthok to my hand, and then I'll cast it.
I noticed how
It's an
that's
artifact
not killing the
Does
flyer.
things.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Oh, right. But that's unrelated. The flyer.
Did you draw a card when I cast my second spell?
Was it a non-creature spell?
Oh no, it has to be non-creature spell.
Yeah, it's not second. It's just any non-creature spell with mana value less than Pollywog's power, which is currently 7.
I mean, I feel like there's
No, I cast the creatures. I see.
a lot of targets here.
Yeah, the flyer. If you kill the flyer, I live, and I get to do cool things.
I was looking at the card draw sources, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Let me live.
Okay, yeah, I'll -2 Grist and eat a bug. It'll be Grist's bug because I'd like to have my bugs compact.
Yay,
Two
treasure.
things will happen. First of all, you get a treasure. Second of all, Aatchik gets 1 bigger, and everybody besides me loses 1 life.
34.
9.
And third of all, it's the cost for Grist's ability, and I'm going to do the thing that Zombie's asking me very nicely to do and attempt to murder the bird.
Not nice.
Grist has successfully fed the bird to the bug that is dead now, and that's how that works.
Rude.
All right. Now, what to do?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Now is when the deck would usually, with a nice sack outlet and big, well, it's not a great angle for attack. I don't have yet my way of making any, I don't have a way to get my big ol' commander through. So in theory, I would be trying to churn bugs now.
The cool thing is all my creatures are getting +8/+8, except for this guy.
I'm sorry. Sorry for taking this so slow.
That's massive.
What's better than one SpongeBob? 2 SpongeBobs.
I'm going to tap 5, activate the ability of Argoth Sanctum of Nature, make a bear, mill 3 cards.
Was that an Overlord I just saw go into your graveyard?
Yep.
Yeah.
I see Tim
cool.
play that card a lot.
Yeah, I like that card.
It's pretty fun. There's a whole cycle of Overlords.
Oh, I'm well aware. I've seen Tim play most of them.
Yeah, you got the best 2 in that color combination.
Yep.
I just gotta decide what to do. The brain.
Make it easy on yourself.
Okay,
Pass the turn.
I'm gonna choose to be violent. I'm gonna choose to be violent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack Tim with 13 bugs and a bear.
13 bugs and a bear walk into a bar. It just sounds like it sounds like a intro to a really cheesy joke.
I'm gonna put both Poliwag and Waka in front of the bear. How big is the bear?
12.
Okay, yeah, I'll put Poliwag and Waka in front of the bear, and I'll block 2 of the bugs, one each Fathom Mage.
All right, I'll allow the bear to do
Let's see if
combat
it pays
damage.
off for him.
Put the damage on the frog first,
Okay.
and then I will sack the bugs before they deal combat damage.
Yep.
Causing things to happen. So the bear just dies normal style, but before that, I sack the bugs.
I'd like to respond to the sacrifice. I'll
Okay.
I'll crack the 2 treasures to transform my Mirage Mirror into Negan.
You sacrifice 2 treasures to get 2 treasures back.
Yeah.
That's glorious indeed.
Cool. Cool juice. Anyways, so the end result is that my commander gets a little bigger, and everybody
takes
loses 2.
Yes, sir.
And then I take 11 more for the bugs that were unblocked.
Yes, and also I mill 2 cards.
Do I hear a dog chewing on a dog toy?
Might be, maybe. Anyways, then I am done, finally, and I will go to my end step, and I put an influence counter on my Palantir of Orthion. And, I'm going to have my dear friend, who I've been giving lots of treasure and not murdering slowly, a zombie, because this is a universes beyond Palantir.
It is.
Do you want to let me draw, or do you want to take the pain?
You can definitely draw a card, sir.
Hooray. All right, so I'm going to... I should have scryed 2 first. Whatever, it's fine.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Ignore this. And you might
Ignore
just see
me.
it briefly. Ignore me. Yeah, I'm going to move that to the bottom of the library, and I think I do, in fact, want more of that. And then I'll draw a card. And then I'm passing the turn. I'm done.
Your bear's dead.
Oh, my bear's dead. Good catch.
But how long is the bear dead for? Find out next time on.
I like to think the bear isn't dead in hearts.
It lives forever. It will. Oh God. Why'd you have to make that sound so violent?
The bugs live in your heart, actually. The bear's too big.
I'm just praying I don't die.
Zombie, we are kind of friends, so I'm warning you, you have to do something quickly, because the natural progression of me doing things is going to kill you at some point.
Well, yeah, basically. My hand is not very good.
So I'm going to pay 3 and play Dreamtide Whale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to do that sneaky thing where I keep the counters off of him because they're vanishing counters, and it gets confusing when he gets +1/+1 counters. So Vanishing Whale reads, whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, I proliferate. And then I'm going to do that. I will play my... I'm sorry, hold on. Dreamtide Whale is big enough to trigger Fathom Mage. So it will get 2 counters, and I will draw 2 cards.
Gross.
And then I will play this Glacial Fortress as my land for turn. And I will...
The basic lands you picked for that deck are pretty cool.
They're Final Fantasy lands, yeah.
I like
they're
them a
nice. Yeah, I'd like to get them when I do inevitably build it in paper.
I'm still rocking the digital only Minecraft lands.
My second spell for turn is going to be Rishkar.
Oh, that's so much mana.
Renegade. So that's gonna proliferate first on the spell cast because it's my second spell for turn. So that's gonna put another vanishing counter on Dreamtide Whale, 2 counters on Fathom Mage, 2 counters on Waka. I draw 2 more cards. Rishkar enters. I'm gonna put counters on Kadama and counters on the Whale.
That's a pretty big mana dork.
And then I am going to, I think, unfortunately, our friend is, with the sack outlet and the aristocrat build is gonna beat me. I don't see a way around it at this point. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to.
I do a lot of violence.
You do.
I'm eating bugs, and it's disgusting, and you're dying.
Yeah.
And the way they're connected isn't really that clear.
Yeah, so I'm
eating bugs, and I have dementia, and everybody else is problem.
I'm gonna attack Dupebot with Waka, the Devoted Guardian.
All right.
It's a 12/12 trample.
Going to declare blockers?
Yeah.
All right. My commander is currently an 8. And I think... the question is, do I want to Eclipse or do I want my commander to die? I can always sacrifice my commander. Okay, so I'll take... What?
Wouldn't he still take the damage from the trample?
He would, yeah.
Yeah.
What? I was no. I'm.
So
if, I don't think that's what he meant. That's not what he meant. Go ahead, dude.
Grow my commander to match him, or grow my commander to be slightly bigger. I think I will take the route of growing my commander to be slightly bigger. So going from 8 to 13 means that I have to sacrifice a number of bugs. 5. 5 bugs.
All right, I'm gonna have a response to the life triggers and stuff. I'm gonna pay 3 to move these 5 counters onto SpongeBob, and I'm gonna gain 5 life and draw a card.
I also have a response.
Respectable.
To I will pay 2 treasures, do the Negan thing, and then you said you're sacrificing 5 bugs.
5 bugs. 5 treasures. That's very respectable. This is why I'm sacrificing the minimum number of necessary bugs.
And then I'm gonna get 5.
And then everybody gets punched for 5.
I already took that damage then.
Bigger by 5. And now there are 13. And then I will like to place my commander in front of the 12.
Yeah, okay.
Also, I mill 5 cards. That's the actual effect. It's not just a sack outlet. It's mostly lands.
Right. I'm supposed to do other things with that, right?
And yes, I've done with my responses to your thing.
That's it. Pass turn.
All right. I survived, guys. We're gonna draw a card.
At least I'm giving lots of other people treasure.
Thanks, friendy.
Kind of incidentally.
We'll play this swamp.
So I just want to get this out in the open now that Dupebot is absolutely going to kill us all.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. We're gonna scry and draw. Doesn't help.
It's beginning to get dangerously close to me not being able to kill zombie at instant speed whenever I feel like it. Uh-oh. Maybe I lost the leash at some point.
No, you're still gonna kill me at instant speed. Because I'm at 7. You have 7.
I have 6 bugs.
Oh well, you have you still have. Oh, is it only I only lose life to bugs?
It's other bugs.
Other
It's
bugs.
other bugs. Yeah, it has to. So the commander itself won't punch you if it sees itself die. So I don't have you on the leash currently.
Man, these draws were kind of bad. This really does suck.
It certainly does suck.
So I have so much mana, but really nothing to do with it.
Would you like some more?
Would you like to go to 1 life?
We're gonna play
It's like a Faustian bargain.
Bonding Tank, which will get me a second one.
What the hell? I just got the weirdest read off of that card. I got Pro Tour Plane Magicon draft. When you planeswalk here, each player opens a booster pack. What in the world?
Oh my gosh.
Try it again. Nope, same thing. Shrinking plane fold area. That is so weird. Get that out here.
I don't have any legendaries that cost 0.
That's the Ozolith, right?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do either of those. We're gonna go to combat. I know we've been friends this whole time, Dopebot, but you're gonna kill us. Well, so is Tim.
Bugs to eat. I got bugs to eat. I got a timetable to keep balanced.
I have big creatures that are totally chumpable right now. I have no evasion.
Well, yeah, that's that. I know.
I have no, I have been neutralized.
Oh, I agree, but yeah, I agree.
I am drawing cards and my creatures are getting bigger, but I am actually not in imminent threat of killing anybody with what you see on board.
I just gotta assemble the perfect bug omelet, and the world will be mine.
Okay. See, the problem is my creatures don't have evasion either. So yes, my SpongeBob is freaking massive, but it doesn't get through.
13.
Huh? No, he's just a 4/3. Well, he's big, but no,
isn't that menace? I thought he had
no,
menace.
It's the bat that gives the menace.
No,
Lucille does it.
He does not need the bat to be menacing.
Also true.
Aatchik doesn't have any special abilities. They're just a bug that eats bugs, and that's enough. And they're 13/13, and that's not enough. They need to be bigger.
We're gonna play the Shrinking Storm, which is Wrath of God.
On cast, Dreamtide Whale's gonna trigger.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to respond to the proliferate trigger, I'll hold right here.
That is fart nut.
I don't have anything.
All right, so I don't even need to do much sacrificing. It's really just a matter of how many cards I want to mill.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. If everything I sacrifice is going to give you treasure right now, right?
What? Yeah.
I don't think I need more stuff in my graveyard.
So,
so I'll just. So they'll all die simultaneously, and Aatchik will see them all die.
Hang on. We're not like I need to resolve my proliferate trigger.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
I'm just repeating to myself. I don't need to sacrifice stuff to make this deck work.
I'll draw my 2 cards, and then Wrath of God can proceed.
Okay.
Sweet.
I am going.
Forget this is a reanimator deck.
Okay, how does having 2 Ozoliths work? Do they both get the 5/5 counters?
They both get the counters, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, so Aatchik I'll send to my normal graveyard, and Aatchik on death will distribute 6 bug revenge damage.
I'm at 1, folks. A healthy 1.
Will not have sacrificed anything because I have enough mill.
Okay. And then I'm going to Wooburg and 2 to cast SpongeBob. I'm going to scry.
SpongeBob.
A land that I can't even use. Congratulations. You can go on to the bottom. It was a fetch land, by the way. If anyone was curious. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to put these 10 counters on...
Hey? Haste?
No haste.
SpongeBob?
No haste.
Haste.
But he is a 10-10. Or a 15-15.
Haste Bob 10 pence?
Yeah, right. I wish. So that's everything for me. Go ahead.
Okay. Coolio. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, yeah, that's 2 cards. Well, that's alright, because... Huh. Wait, hold on a second. I need to check my deck list, because there's something that never happens that might happen. Okay. What is that? That's... No. I think we're chilling. That won't do anything. Okay. Sweet. I will tap 3 lands to cast Into the Fire, choosing the second option. Put any number of cards from my hand onto the bottom of my library, and then draw that many +1. I'll put 5 at the bottom, and then I'll draw 6.
Oh, we're drawing big.
Yep. Need a new hand. 6. That is pretty good. Pretty good. I will use all 6 of my treasure tokens.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you. I will cast Caged Sun.
Love it. So
Yeah.
that's a sorcery and
Here
should
we
be in a
go.
graveyard, right? That one other card next to Cage Sun.
Oh yeah.
Into the Fire is finished.
Yeah. I will play a mountain for land for turn, and then Orthion has died twice.
You have 7 mana.
I do have 7 mana available to me. Could recast Orthion if I wanted to. I think that may be the play.
Oh, because you could copy Cage Sun and then they would tap. Oh, it's still 7, but that's a cool move for next turn. Huh?
Really?
Oh, and also that wouldn't work anyway because Cage Sun would you have to choose a color and you wouldn't choose a color. What? Because it's already entered. Never mind. Because I like to copy like Heartbeat of Spring and like mana reflections with my mirage mirrors and stuff.
I'll pay 2 to sacrifice my immediate landscape. Do I get some mountains? Those cards upside down. They enter tapped. Because of course they do.
And my only life gain is now in my graveyard, and I can't get it back because it costs too much life.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Then I think I'll pass the turn.
Alright, me. Untap. Upkeep, draw.
Where's that living death when you need it?
So I think I'm just gonna try and murder people. First of all, Grist is gonna make my bugs hopefully slightly buggier by making a bug and then mailing a card. Is it a bug? No. Alright, so I've made a bug. Then I'm going to do the thing that I said my deck did, which is Reanimator Engine. And I'm going to pay 2 black mana and cast a reanimation spell. And it's going to be Animate Dead. It's one of the classics.
Does anyone have 2 mana they can give me?
What do you mean?
I could counter that spell if I had 2 mana.
The target is Aatchik.
Is there any way to give you 2 mana?
I don't have Negan anymore, so no.
Then no.
Dang it.
If it felt any better, I had a backup reanimation spell.
I also have a backup counter spell in my hand. I am feeling like this actually a lot right now.
I have no response. Let's wrap it up.
Kill us all! Kill us all!
So Aatchik is here. Aatchik will look at the number of creatures in my graveyard and
just tell us what the number is, please.
I need to count. It's, I think, enough. Let's do 5.
Especially if you have another
10,
creature.
14.
It's more than okay. So it's 14.
Yeah.
You also said you had another animation spell, right?
Right, but I would. I'll just resolve this first. Then I'll eat all 15 bugs and distribute 15 damage to the table.
I'm dead.
You did.
Cool. Are we?
Yeah. Oh,
we're not dead yet.
Well, so the only person that's alive is Carts is at 1.
I'm at 1.
You are.
He just did 15.
I ate 15 bugs real fast.
Yeah. Is it possible? I don't know. I don't know what is possible.
It's tough to interact with what he's doing right now because he can sacrifice his commander at instant speed.
What I'm thinking is possible to transform my Mirage Mirror into Joda before zombie dies.
Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah. But what did he turn into?
Joda the Unifier.
Joda. So he's a 7/7.
Oh. Joda.
He's not gonna attack. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, also it's summoning sick.
Yeah,
anyways, I'll go to end step.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
You said you had another reanimation spell. Why are you slow rolling?
Yeah, just sacrifice
You'll
your
see.
commander.
Okay. It's not slow rolling. You'll see. It makes sense.
It doesn't, because you could have already won.
No, you'll see when you see the reanimator spell. It makes sense.
You also could have milled more cards with your land in response to the before you cast the thing to begin with.
You'll see when you see the reanimator spell.
Oh my god! Wrap it up.
Okay.
Wrap it
no,
up.
that's the wrong thing. There. Do you want to take damage and die, or let me draw a card?
I want 1.
Take damage and die.
I'll take damage.
I'll draw the card.
Oh, nope. He said take damage and die.
He said he'd take the damage.
Oh, no. We're not.
All right.
Whatever.
Okay, Carts, I'm done. I'm finished. Go, take your turn.
I'm alive, huzzah! I'll untap, upkeep. That's still a Mirage Mirror. And I'll draw. I'll play a mountain. A little bit tricky. I believe that's gone. Oh, wait, I have a Mind Stone. I'll float a red mana. Oh, whoops. And I'll use one of it to sacrifice my Mind Stone and draw a card. Phew! That is not what I needed. That is very sad. Okay. So the tax is 4. Oh yeah, it's just 4 lands. Recast my commander.
All right.
All right. Yeah. I pay 6. Oh no, yeah, 6. Philborg Flutist. When he enters, I gain control of target creature I don't control. I untap it, gain space, and use it. So
I will eat my commander in response, unless it's split second.
Nope.
It is not.
All right. I'll, in the interest of not dying to deck size, you're going to mill 18.
All right.
No, you're going to mill 17. Just
17.
Yeah.
4, 8.
Don't worry too much about it. I'm just waiting for something to happen.
10.
Is that it?
What are you doing?
I have
make
no
sense.
idea. No, it doesn't.
So 18 or 17?
17.
17.
All right, that's 17 exactly. I know I have a flashback card in this deck. So is it here? Oh,
I
there it is.
promise you it'll make sense.
I'm
I
telling you,
promise
it
you.
doesn't.
I will. Yeah, so the thing whiffed. I will tap. Oh, that's. Fuck. Not enough. Never mind. Yeah, I guess we'll do this anyway. I will tap a mountain, use the colors, and I'll cast Burnished Heart.
Okay.
Not that great, but you know. And yeah, I pass.
Okay, I hold priority on your combat step. That was all
Yeah.
main phase 1. This is your combat step. I'm going to cast Wake the Dead.
Oh, because it has to be cast on combat. Even though you had a combat phase on your turn too.
It has to be your opponent's combat.
Oh my gosh.
Aatchik comes back and I eat bugs about it.
Oh my gosh. No,
I win.
my hand was 2 counter spells on a land. But I figured having a 10-10 or a 15-15 SpongeBob was cooler than actually trying to win.
Respectable. I don't know if this was this about the right power level to match up with these decks?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
It's turn 8.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, somebody's winning at turn 8. Are you asking if you think it's too powerful?
I don't think it's like.
No.
And there was
It's just
only
not
2
like
board wipes.
Turbo.
Well, the thing about like,
What was resilient
about
board wipes?
the Aristocrats gameplay line is that it's hard to interact with. That's why it's strong. It's like, okay, kill all my stuff, but I still get everything I want when you kill all of my stuff. Really, we needed to remove your sacrifice outlet, and nobody had the card to do that.
I could have reanimated one of my sack outlets from my graveyard.
Well, there you
That's a
go.
cool
But still,
thing I
like
could
that's
do.
the point that we're saying
is that like to slow that deck down, you have to deal with the sack outlets,
or have just like a thing that just exiles your graveyard 100 times. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your deck was fun, Tim.
But
It did exactly what I expected it
did.
to do, which was be insanely aggressive and then and actually I even survived the first board wipe, which it's also built to do.
Mhm.
I just never drew I mean, look, check out my hand.
wow. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did my decisions make sense?
Yeah.
Did my promise come through?
No, I think you were playing with your food. I think
No, I didn't have.
You could have milled using your land on your turn, and you could have won on your turn.
That's true.
Oh, darn it. No, my lands. Darn it. No. You're right. I forgot about Argoth doing that. That could have easily gotten me the extra.
The extra 1 damage you needed, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But I mean, probably not though. You didn't see that line. It's not really playing with your food if you don't see it.
Oh yeah, no, we're not mad at you if that's what you think.
No.
Let's make this perfectly clear.
No.
I'm just myself. I missed it.
I'm just mad that
I would have.
I definitely gotta. Again, it's what I expected to happen with the deck is that I was going to be the early threat, and if I'm not capable of closing the game fast enough, now if I hadn't been spreading out the damage, I could have knocked.
Oh, absolutely. Well, so
yeah,
I think what ends up happening is if you spread the damage and leave everyone alive, everyone's going to team up against you. So I think honestly the best way to play that is to kill one person at a time, and you'll be able to do it really quickly. You just have
Reminds me of
I think you have to just choose your target first, and then you're okay. You know what I mean?
Reminds me of my Orthion damage deck.
Yeah.
Because that one was excellent at killing somebody. Because it stacked a bunch of damage doublers. You double, and it makes a humongo guy. And that guy goes in and he kills one guy. And then you have to reload the railgun. And the reload the railgun decks kind of have that play experience problem. Where you get to fire the railgun once, if you're lucky. And then everybody kicks you in the nuts before you get to fire a second time.
But yeah. No, I think everyone got to do their thing. I think Cards got a little hosed by my first board wipe, and it was hard for him to like recover. But I still think you did recover. It just took longer than everyone else.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what board wipes are gonna do, and that's why I run as many as I do in there, because let's be perfectly honest. This is a one premise with a couple of. I think there's 2 game changers in here now with the new updated game changers list. But it's a one premise, and then like a 3 skilled, like a level 3 bracket or a 4 bracket player playing it. So it's gonna. Obviously, it's going to do a lot of things if you're cascading 100 times or whatever. But yeah, this is a one idea, like, because like my RAM package is the freaking bobbleheads, for Christ's sake. I have all 7 bobbleheads in here. Like,
I love bobble.
Yeah,
But really, like you should be able to get a bunch of more traditional ramp now. Because Final Fantasy has those precons have all the traditional ramps.
Well, I could have done the talismans and stuff like that too, but I thought again, it's just one of those things where it's like, how good do I want to make this? Do I want to pump it full of talismans and like? Because if I wanted to make a good deck, I could easily do it because Lord of the Rings is in the set. But like, since I'm trying to pull for from all of the multiverse, not everything's gonna fit together, right? But I picked the things that will fit together as much as possible, and like it has a minor human tribal sub-theme. But again, this deck isn't meant to be optimal or the best ever. The theme is show cards from the multiverse and have as many different multiverses in here as possible.
You did that.
And exactly right. So like
Bob kicked me, and I got killed by Fortnite.
The storm was shrinking in. It's crazy how that when I cast it, it became the final circle. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Cards, did you if you like what you saw, you should definitely check up the Head Games YouTube channel.
Are we gearing up for a game 2 or are we finished?
No, I'm done for the night. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, and
makes sense.
And I actually work 40 hours a week now, so
Yowza.
Well, I mean, I was part-time because not necessarily because I could be, but like I wanted to focus on this a lot, and the job opportunity was just too good for me to pass up. And let's be honest, I don't want to have a car payment anymore. So the best way to do that is to get paid more and put more money onto the car payment. So that's what I did. I'm making more money now. But now that I'm like kind of in a routine now, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to stream at least 3 nights a week and have the podcast that I do and edit the podcast and everything like that. So I think I'm in a good routine to start coming back, because I was gone for a little while. It was almost 2 months, but we're back.
Looking forward to playing some more Magic with you guys.
Yeah. And then I don't think I'm going to be playing Borderlands tomorrow. I have to redo my PC and stuff. And we'll see how well that goes. Alrighty, folks. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And thanks for all watching. I really appreciate you all. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye.